Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me for another exciting exploration of the English language. Today, we're diving into a word that expresses confidence and conviction. Certain. Our word of the day, certain, is an A2 level adjective that means sure or confident. It describes a state of being without any doubt or question. When you are certain about something, you have no reservations or hesitations. You're convinced it's true or will happen. It's a feeling of assurance. So, what does it look like to use certain in everyday language? Imagine you've studied hard for a test. You might say, "I'm certain I'll do well because I know the material inside and out." Or perhaps you're making plans with a friend. You could confirm the time and place by saying, "I'm certain we agreed to meet at 3 p.m. at the coffee shop." These examples show how certain conveys a strong sense of assurance in our daily interactions. Now, let's explore some synonyms for certain. Words that carry a similar meaning include sure, confident, and positive. Let's look at each of these in action. First, sure. You might say, "I'm sure I locked the door before leaving the house." Here, sure replaces certain perfectly, conveying the same feeling of assurance. Next, we have confident. Imagine a public speaker preparing for a presentation. They might say, "I feel confident that the audience will appreciate my message." In this context, confident highlights the speaker's belief in their ability to deliver a successful presentation, similar to being certain. Finally, we have positive. Think about receiving good news. You might say, "I'm positive that this opportunity will lead to great things." Here, positive emphasizes your optimistic and unwavering belief in the positive outcome, just like being certain. Now that we've explored synonyms, let's look at antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Words that contrast with certain include uncertain, doubtful, and unsure. Let's see these in action. First, uncertain. Instead of saying, "I'm certain about my future plans," you might say, "I'm uncertain about my future plans," indicating a lack of clarity or assurance. Next, we have doubtful. Imagine someone questioning the truth of a rumor. They might say, "I'm doubtful that the rumor is true," expressing skepticism and a lack of belief, directly contrasting with being certain. Finally, we have unsure. If someone asks for directions and you aren't entirely familiar with the area, you might say, "I'm unsure of the best way to get there," admitting your lack of knowledge and contrasting with being certain. So, how can you incorporate certain into your everyday conversations? It's actually quite versatile. You can use it to express conviction, confirm information, or simply reassure someone. For example, if a friend is worried about an upcoming interview, you could say, "I'm certain you'll ace it." You're well prepared. Or, if you're making plans and want to emphasize your commitment, you could say, "I'm certain I'll be there on time." You can also use it in common expressions. For instance, the phrase "a certain amount" refers to a specific quantity that isn't necessarily precisely defined, but is understood to be a particular level. For example, "You need a certain amount of patience to learn a new language." Let's look at some more examples of certain in sentences and phrases. She is certain of her success. I am certain that I saw him yesterday. There is a certain charm about this old house. He spoke with a certain authority. For certain, I will be there. Are you certain you want to do that? They are certain to win the game. It is almost certain that it will rain tomorrow. The police are certain they have the right suspect. He has a certain style of dressing. So, to recap, certain is an adjective that means sure or confident. We explored its synonyms like sure, confident, and positive, and its antonyms like uncertain, doubtful, and unsure. We also looked at how you can use certain in everyday conversations to express conviction and assurance. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word. I hope you found this exploration of certain helpful and informative. Now, before you go, I have a small request. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover Hello Word and continue their English language learning journey. And one more thing. I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word certain and share it as a comment under this episode. I'd love to see how you're using it in your own words. Until next time, keep practicing and keep exploring the wonderful world of words.